to the Startup Funding Espresso. I'm Hall T. Martin, where we talk about how to raise funding and invest in startups and the time it takes to drink an espresso. If you have a question about startup funding or investing, please go to the website, startupfundingespresso.com, and type in your question into the chat bot in the lower right corner to receive an answer. I hope you enjoy this episode. Hello, this is Hall T. Martin with the Startup Funding Espresso, your daily shot of startup funding and investing. During the diligence phase, startups may ask investors to sign an NDA. If the information is truly confidential and proprietary, then it may make sense for it. Some investors may choose not to sign an NDA. In the event, do the following. Remove any information from the diligence that is considered highly confidential. Provide the diligence box without this information and check to see if the investor is satisfied. If not, then identify the specific information the investor is looking for. This could be customer names and contact information. In this case, come to an agreement on how the investor will use that information. Set safeguards against cold calling the customer. Perhaps set up a joint call with the customer for the investor to ask questions. In summary, find out what information the investor is seeking specifically and then try to facilitate that piece of information. General perusing may not be necessary to complete the investor's diligence. Thank you for joining us for the Startup Funding Espresso, where we help startups and investors connect for funding. Let's go start us into today. Hall T. Martin is the director of Investor Connect, which is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to the education of investors for early stage funding. All opinions expressed by Hall and podcast guests are solely their own opinions and do not reflect the opinion of Investor Connect. This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions.